A tiny fish twitches one muscle, and in that instant, a shark miles away gets a silent notification. No phone, no Wi-Fi, just raw biology. One tiny spark from the fish's nervous system slips into the water, and the shark zeroes in like it got the world's most dramatic text message. Most creatures never sense it. Sharks? They treat it like breaking news. Here's the wild part. This superpower isn't about good eyesight or some ocean sixth sense people like to exaggerate. No. Sharks literally read electricity. They can detect electrical fields as small as 1/1000th of a volt. That's so faint, if the ocean sneezed, they'd probably pick it up. All thanks to a set of strange-looking pores on their snouts called ampullae of Lorenzini. They look like someone sprinkled dots everywhere for decoration, but each one is basically a tiny biological antenna. These pores are filled with a jelly so conductive that scientists still scratch their heads wondering why nature made it better than some wiring in labs. What makes this even more shocking, pun fully intended, is that sharks don't use this trick only for hunting. They use it for navigation. The Earth itself gives off electrical signals, and sharks read them like a GPS that never loses signal. Picture a creature that senses the planet's electrical skin. That's how they find breeding grounds, migration routes, or even return to the same coastline year after year with the accuracy of someone who knows every shortcut in their hometown. And here's a story that almost nobody hears. Some sharks can sense electrical pulses from buried prey, literally buried. They can detect a heartbeat under sand. Stingrays try this thing where they bury themselves for safety. Cute, but pointless. A shark swims by, picks up that tiny pulse like a whispered secret, and the stingray might as well be waving a flag. The funniest part? Humans invented metal detectors, compasses, sonar, all those gadgets. Sharks were already walking around with a built-in version, free of charge, no updates needed. And unlike gadgets that glitch when wet, sharks work because they're wet. There's even evidence that sharks react to electrical storms above the ocean. The lightning gives off electrical signals that ripple through the water, and sharks adjust their behavior. While we check the weather app, they're basically reading the sky through the water. Nature didn't just give them a feature, it gave them the whole upgrade. So the next time someone calls sharks mindless predators, kindly remind them that these animals are literally sensitive enough to detect the electricity leaking from living muscles. Not just movement, electricity itself. That's a level of awareness most creatures don't come close to, and humans absolutely do not have. And that's the real plot twist in the ocean. The deadliest creatures aren't the loudest or the fastest. They're the ones who can hear the quiet parts the rest of the world doesn't even know exist. Anyway, if you want more wild facts that make your brain dance a little, go ahead and subscribe.